Alright, I am Ranger Rick, and I will be your host today for a 7 Days to Die, plain old vanilla playthrough, I guess we'll call it. We'll see how far it goes. I normally play with mods, and I have set this up for no mods. Set a password here so nobody joins us. I changed this. I believe the standard 60 minutes. I like more time in a setting, so I set that to 120. I don't know what the default is there. I always use evening, and that is for multiplayer mainly. Loot respawn is 15 days. We're going to drop the backpack only. Airdrops every day, and we're going to mark it on the map, and we're not playing multiplayer. So, like I said, I usually play with mods, but this video is for new players. Whether you're brand new or fairly new to this, I'll give you some tips. You'll learn a lot from this playthrough. So I wanted to go with vanilla. The only thing that's not vanilla is I use nitrogen map generator. This is a very large map. Well, not super large, but I like big maps with lots of cities, and I like selecting my biomes. The burn biome, wasteland are no fun to play in. I don't enjoy that environment and the ambience around it. I just don't like it, so I don't have those on the map. Nitrogen's really cool, and I'll do a video on how to use that. We'll talk more about that in the game, but for now, we're gonna get started. One thing nice about nitrogen, really any map, you can drop the generated map into a website and it'll show you, as much level of detail as you want to see on the map. So I kind of have an idea of where I want to base at. On a very large map, I like to know where I'm going when I start. But your first day is not really going to be about that. Your first day, or at least your first half of the day, is getting through as quickly as you can the task that it gives you for two reasons. One, you want to gather the resources that we're going to be gathering. You need it. You need it right away. And getting through everything that it gives you XP points. So I'm going to show you the most efficient way to do that. That's basically the start right there. I just click through it, and I am not going to waste 1 second. The first thing you're going to need is stone and plant fibers and wood, and you're going to need quite a bit of them, all three of those. So when you first start the game, you have about half a day. Depends on what the server's set at, or I forget what the default is for single player, but you got about half a day before zombies will start paying attention to you. So, but that's in a certain area. So if you get too far away from the area you spawn in, they're going to take notice and come after you. What I'm doing here is, in the real close area I'm in, I am gathering plant fibers, which I'm going to need to do the quest, and I'm going to need to make the stuff I need to make, and it's just something you got to have that first day. Another thing about gathering plant fibers is you're staying right in the close area that you spawn in, and you're probably going to find rocks. There is a rock. You need that. You need 2 of them. You need a bunch of them. You need 2 initially. And you need wood. Now this plant right here, I'm going to get wood. If you watch my bottom right hand corner, I got 2 wood out of that. So I got enough. If I find one more rock here to get started. And I'll show you why I'm doing this. I'm kind of going out of schedule. It's telling me to craft a bedroll, which I can craft right this minute. I have plenty of plant fibers to do it. But again, you need these resources. So you might as well get them while zombies are not bothering you. You don't have to worry about looking up and listening for them. And here's the other great thing. I just got my next stone. That's all I needed. And another wonderful thing is I found a bird's nest. So that's going to come in handy in a minute. We're going to get 2 feathers out of that. And you can just hit R to take anything out of any container that you find. We'll hit R and we got those 2. Now we have enough wood and stone and plant fibers to make an axe. Even though it's not telling us to make an axe, we need to make that right away. And I'll show you why. Now we're going to make our bedroll like it's telling us to make. But while that's running, we've already got our axe. Now that you have an axe, you can go a lot faster chopping trees, and you are now gaining experience faster. So it's going to tell you to make an axe next after you place your bedroll, I believe. But by then, we'll already have 2 trees chopped down, probably. And using the axe is giving me XP points. Instead of hitting it with my fist, more XP. And XP is the name of the game. So while that bedroll's making, which it's made now, we're going to grab it. First of all, we're going to get rid of some of this stuff. You don't need that. Don't need that. I'm going to scrap that for paper. Don't need that yet. I'll leave that down. I'll leave that down. Now we've crafted our bedroll. It's telling us to place it. So we're going to put it down right here. And you know what? We're going to leave it there because something bad happens. We're going to spawn there in the same spot where we were at. Now I'm going to gather a little more here. It is telling me to gather stone and wood because it wants us to make the axe that we already have. We still got to make it to get the points for it and to proceed with the tutorial. So I just want to get a few more things here. And again, you want to do this while zombies are not bothering you. So it's just a good time to do it, and you're gaining experience while you do it. I want to wear this axe out. It's going to tell us that, oh, you know what? It's a good thing I stopped that last second because we would not have had enough to build this axe if I went and took that last few hits on that stone, because we needed 2 more stone. I would have had to run around and get new stone. We'll get a little stone from scrapping this one. Normally we would repair that, but it's telling us to make a new one, so we want to finish that quest. And from now on we'll repair that. Now it's telling us to make clothes, so we're going to go with the clothing. We're going to make the 2 things that it tells us, but we're also going to make gloves and a hat. You make the hood or the plant fiber hat, doesn't really matter at this point. And the shoes. Then we're going to wear all that stuff. As soon as we wear that, we'll finish the quest, and it's telling us to make a club. But now, as you can see, what did I do with my gloves? Did I scrap those? There they are. Now we're fully clothed, and we got enough wood to craft the club that it's telling us to make. I always keep that in slot 1, my axe in slot 2. Now it's telling us to make a bow. We've already got plenty of wood to make that. And since we found 2 feathers, we can make 2 arrows, which don't sound like a lot. Oh, we need some more stone. Another reason to make that hammer is you want to be over here beating on stone with your fist to get a couple stone to repair your axe, or it's just, you're going to get a lot more. So I really should have went over when that axe was half dead and busted one of these boulders off and got plenty of stone, which is what we're doing right now. And we'll take this whole boulder. Okay, we got that old boulder, so hit the tab key and see, we got lots of plant fibers, 80 wood, 65 stone. We got a good start here. I'm gonna put our bow there, and we're gonna make our stone arrows. Keep arrows over here. Telling us to make a wood block. We're going to go ahead and do that. In fact, we can make 40, so we're going to make 20. So we're going to be getting more wood here. I always keep wood blocks over here. You're going to want them on your toolbar the entire game. Telling you to place one. So we're going to place it. Now it's going to upgrade it. I'm going to hit my right button with the axe to upgrade it. Now it's going to tell us to make a campfire. So we're going to craft that. And we're going to place it. Now we're on the final quest, which is kind of the tutorial. And see how quickly we move through that. And we've got some wood and some stone and some plant fibers, which is what we need to start with. And we know where the trader is. You don't want to... It's going to give you the trader you're closest to when you first spawn. So, see how that's only 841 meters away? You don't want to start wandering and then do that last quest and find out you're, 2,500 meters away from it. So we still got plenty of time in our free time. What we're going to do is gather more wood and stone and plant fibers, because I want enough to last me the first 2 days without having to fool with it. Another thing we're going to do, we need to repair this now instead of scrapping it and making a new one. Another thing I want to do is make a new bedroll. As soon as I throw a new bedroll down, it will replace that one I'm leaving there. So I want a bedroll down at all times, so I have a respawn point. And when this bedroll's done, I will put it down my toolbar, and if things look ugly, like I might get killed, I will throw my bedroll down quickly so I spawn wherever I happen to be. I'm going to speed this up, because like I said, I'm going to spend the next game, I don't know, first couple game hours getting stuff that I need, so I don't have to worry about that tonight or tomorrow, and I can just concentrate on what I need to do next. So I'm going to speed this up. That is an ore. That's lead. Doesn't do any good to beat that, because I'm going to get very little stone out of it, mostly lead, and I can't use lead right now. It's not worth it. I want plenty of wood because you need that for getting out of holes. You need it to make blocks with. Wood frames that you can hop out of holes and build stuff with. And I like having a couple hundred of those at least, my toolbar at all times. Plus, you're going to need wood for repairs on your axe. You're going to need wood to make tools. You're going to use a lot of wood early in the game. So I like to get about 6 trees. Lead does me no good. Oh, but you know what? I can sell that. This is iron. I can use some iron. So while I'm here, I'm going to bust up this one iron boulder, and there'll be more underneath it. We'll get into mining later in the game. But I just want enough lead or iron now to make a few things I need if, or at least 1 or 2 things I need if we get lucky and there is a forge at the trader that we're going to. If there is, we'll probably spend the day around there and possibly get enough points to build a pickaxe. You see that boulder went away, but anytime you see an ore on top, there is ore underneath it, and that's probably a vein that goes all the way down to bedrock. This is not how I mine. It's not how I like to mine. It's a dangerous way to mine, but early game, this is the way you have to do it, from the top down. I normally mine from the bottom up, and that may sound confusing, but you'll see how we do that later on. Right now I'm not too worried about it because I still got a couple hours of protection from zombies. So I'm just going to wait till the hammer dies, repair it, and 179. Iron, put that down my toolbar. Meant to repair that. The reason I dance around these trees as I'm cutting them is I'm looking on the ground in the vicinity for other stuff that I need, like bird's nest or trash laying around that might have valuable stuff in it, especially early game. And you need those for while we're breaking this rock up. We will make 11 more arrows. Okay, I'm going to speed this up. I need a couple more rocks and a couple more trees, and then we're going to head for the trader. Alright, I'm going to stop a second here because I'm sure I have some points to spend. I have 4 available. The first thing I always do is update that. And I'll show you why. Because now I can scrap that and make a new one And I got a level 3 already. And the next point I get, I can make a level 4. And I get more wood faster, and the axe will last longer because it's a higher grade axe. So I'll go back speeding up. I have one more rock. Probably got enough wood. So we're gonna head towards the trader, and I do want another rock. We're gonna start seeing zombies here in a minute, though. See how much wood we got. We're doing pretty good on wood. How many frames can we make? I'm gonna make 200 and still have plenty for the next day or so. At least tonight. And we're gonna head to the trader, and I'm gonna get a rock on the way, and I can still use just a little more wood. That wood goes fast. You use it for everything, for your crafting, for your repairs. Although I've got enough now. I do need some more rock. And we have some rock right here. That is coal. Another thing we're gonna get on the way there is anything we find out of trash, even if it's not usable right now, because we can sell it at the trader. I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna get this rock and the rock ahead. Waiting for my stamina bar to build back up. Alright, we should be good. Start. I am going to equip my bow and hit R, put an arrow in it, and I am just going to look for bird's nest on the way to the trader, and try to not let my stamina get down too far, because in case I see something I need to run away from. Bird's nests are important early game because you're using those arrows, and again, anything you can search. We don't need brass yet, but that's worth money at the trader. And there is our first zombie. You do need that cloth. And you find good stuff in cars. Here's where you get your XP from. Early game, I'll be careful. Don't let her hit ya like she hit me. You don't use your band-aid too quick. We got 3 bones out of that. There we go. Now we got enough. Now we have some bones. I can make a bone knife. bodies are important. You get bones out of them. You need bones all the way through the game. You make glue from bones, and you make duct tape from glue, and you use duct tape for just about everything. See that chicken there? It'd be nice to get a little meat. Go into stealth mode here. I probably can't hit him. When you're crawling, you're a lot stealthier. The reason we made that knife, which should be ready, now we can much more efficiently get meat and feathers and maybe some fat, animal fat, which is good for torches. You can do that much more efficiently with a knife, even if it's a bone knife. I don't want to fool with him yet. Or him. I'd kind of like to just get to the trader right now. We found a treasure map back there. So when we get to the trader, we're going to look at that and see how close it is, and probably go dig it up, because it's worth. You know what? I should probably do that. It might send us right back this direction. I'm going to read that and accept it. Right now our quest is on the trader, so let's go to our map. That's where you know, we're so close, we're going to go ahead and get to the trader first. And just get that out of the way, because we'll get another point for that. And be able to take our axe up to level 4. We're going to make a beeline. Let's get there and get it done. Traders always have a flag flying. They are not the only POIs with flags, though. By the way, having that bone knife, you get better knives as you go, but the bone knife is, of course, the lowest and the only one you're going to be able to make right away on day 1. And you get more resources out of bodies if you carve it up with a knife than you would if you hit it with an axe. We're going to close the doors so no zombies can come in here and bother us. And before we do anything, we're going to search this place, get anything of value out of it. I can make a better shovel than that, so I'm going to scrap it. Unfortunately, both the cement mixer and the workbench are destroyed. Sometimes they're working, sometimes they're not. There's going to be a, should be a forge in here. Not always. I don't remember if there's a forge in this one or not. There it is. And it is destroyed as well. So nothing in this trader we can use. And I believe, I don't see anything else, anything worth taking up here.
We have great prices.
So we can sell him both of those. And all three of those. Brass later in the game is important, but I want to keep that. And we got 115. Don't need that. I can't sell it. I'd like to keep it, but I kind of hate to sell that too. That's a nice find early on. Same with that. No sell price for that. So that's all we got. 115. We're not going to be able to afford to buy anything from him. And we'll deal more with the trader later. But for right now, he has served his purpose, which was basically to finish our quest, give us our last... oh, I thought we'd get a point out of that. We're about halfway there. So, we're going to go to our quest and activate that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to go get that stuff. Actually, what we're going to do is call it an episode, because it's about 30 minutes long, and that's about how long I want these to be. So next episode we will continue. We'll head off to get our treasure and see what we find, and then decide what we're going to do for there. So join us for episode 2. See you later.